Hello friends and welcome back for another episode of Indie Impressions. My name is Nick and today we're checking out a game called Ittle. It is a Steam game. It's a puzzle adventure game, I think is probably the closest way to compare it. This is the opening cutscene here, a very simple, kind of a retro style intro in a way that we don't see all that often, where essentially we're given almost no context other than character on raft, raft crash, island, go. Which is kind of refreshing in a way. We don't have to get too into all of the usual minutiae of getting started in a new game. Let's just jump right to the chase. So, what are our options? Well, sound, music, something called display time. I guess the time either of in the game world or how long you've been playing. I'm not sure which, and I have no extras unlocked. So let us just get right into things. This is my very first time playing. I have only started it up for about 5 seconds to do audio checks, and I am totally new to the experience entirely. Let me see if my 360 controller does work, and it seems like it does. I sure hope that this adventure I'm smelling... Is there a swamp nearby? Who cares? Let's check out that dirty old cave. Right, I'm taking a nap in the tipsy button. Call me if you need me. Alright, so here we go. By the way, this is a Unity game, and it's got a very visually distinct art style. It reminds me quite a lot of Legend of Zelda. I think probably doesn't take too much thinking to come up with that, Link to the Past. I think we're actually going for that art style, because if you notice, like, the shading on the trees, and these little spots with this, the rounded edges, and these edges on the dirt, all very evocative of Legend of Zelda, but with actually quite a bit more detail than you would have seen in that time. And a hand-drawn looking sprite effect, the fact that everything is sort of wiggling around in real time, it definitely gives the whole environment quite a bit of life. So it doesn't seem to be a whole lot to explore in this one screen, so I guess we will head into the cave just as the game instructed. Tutorial cave adventurers welcome, so I guess the cave is already set up for me to get in, so let's go check it out. Hint, there's a floor switch nearby. I never would have figured that out. Well, it's big and bright and shining, and I like this effect. When you step on it, it shoots a little line over to the door, and now the door is blinking to make sure that you get the point. Hint, walk into some blocks to push them. You can tell because it's vibrating and stuff, and it actually has little arrows on it. It's kind of neat how you can tell what's interactive based on if it's shaking around like that. Light this torch with your burning stick to open the door. Okay, so I guess we'll just do... Am I on fire? Oh. Oh, and it's got a swirly pattern kind of thing to it, the way that you might see in Wind Waker. Oh, that's adorable. Those crystals are sleeping. We're not letting anyone through. Word. So don't try smacking that magic crystal over there. Beat stuff up until solve the puzzle. Got it. Oh, look at that. So you can hit them and it'll show you where the access points are. And there's some sort of a weird platypus on the other side. Hint, smack doors and gates for clues on how to open them. So it looks like we're going for like a straight up dungeon crawly adventure-y style thing. That's adorable. I love the effects on this. They're so fun. Alright, what can you do for us? Anything? Oh, I popped him like a piñata. Wow, I wasn't expecting that at all. Kind of not sure I would have done that had I known he would have exploded. Alright, what's this? Press down both floor switches at once. Alright, we can do this. So push that one on there, push that one on there. And problem solved. What do I do with this one? I guess nothing. Is that the whole tutorial cave already? It may be. Alright, so now we've got an overworld theme. North, the castle, west, Fishbun Hills, and east, swamp. Oh, I want to go to Fishbun Hills. That sounds like the coolest place ever. So the graphical style is very alive feeling, like I said earlier. Everything is incredibly colorful and vivid, and surprisingly detailed. And I'm surprised that this game hasn't been getting as much press as I think it probably deserves. From what I can tell in the first couple minutes already, I feel like we're set to go for a very epic adventure. It sort of gave me a similar feeling as to when I first started Anodyne, that I know that I've dropped myself into a world that's going to become much larger than myself. Wow, the art is beautiful in here. Wow, look at all this total crap. Ah, an adventurer. I am Itan Carver, and this is my shop. Carved all these items myself, I did. What, even the swordfish? Especially the swordfish. So, what do you need? A raft, please. I'd rather not be stuck here if the adventuring isn't up to par. Oh, but of course it is. The most adventuresome island you ever saw. Tell you what, I'll carve you a raft for free if you can bring me something called the artifact from the castle up north. In the meantime, I bet there's lots of gold in the castle too. Go get some, then buy something. I guess that's fair. So we've got an ice wand, we've got a portal wand, and we've got a fire sword. Ooh. But we have no money, so we're not going to be using any of those items for now. What do you want? Tipsy's tips. Listen, pal, that huge castle to the north is the only way to go, and the only reason I'm following you inside is because you're even tougher than you are dense. Okay. The warp garden. Alright, so this looks like our teleport point central area. I thought that the little extra character was kind of hanging out on the left side of the screen there, like actually sitting in the world, but no, it's just part of the UI. So put this garbage pail, anything? No. So definitely seems conducive to using a 360 controller. As you can see, the buttons are all mapped out pretty neatly. But I assume if you used a keyboard, well, it should correspond to something on here. I'm not sure what exactly. WASD. Oh, T for tips. That kind of makes sense. Oh, well, you can switch back and forth on the fly, so I guess that's all we need to know. I was just kind of curious to know how that would work. I actually quite like the perspective thing that's going on here. It looks a little goofy to some extent, but at the same time, it's sort of evocative of the whole classic, you know, top-down action genre or adventure genre. See the area behind the spikes? I'm guarding here. Okay. You're lucky I'm not guarding over there right now, or I'd have to stab you with my spear. This is the castle security? At least they won't care when we loot the place. I like how kind of full of herself the character is. I believe it's a girl anyway. Sort of this, you know, feisty spirit of adventure. Reminds me a little bit of something like One Piece. Alright, what do I do with these? I mean, it gave me a hint, but I don't have a way of lighting them, I suppose. Or... Oop, I didn't mean to walk into that. Can I carry it? Oh, I can. Alright, good for me. I figured out that. What did I find? Okay, that's just sick. Is that a heart? Where did you get that? From the ground. Don't eat stuff off the ground. 5-second rule. Well, I don't know. Alright, that's pretty hilarious. I really like when they poke fun at these sort of conventions. Alright, is there a way to light these through these walls? No, evidently not. I thought I'd figured out the puzzle, but doesn't appear so. Alright, let's move on. You know, a sense of humor will carry a game very far for me, and I think this game definitely has a pretty good one. I really like when we can poke fun at these sort of, like, genre conventions. Bring fire from the west. Alright, well, it seems like we've got a bunch of buttons we need to depress here. I think I should be able to do that without too much effort. Ta-da! Alright, now we can bring fire. And that lights. I really do like also how it shows you... Oh, okay, I can break through that. It shows you what connects to what, and how you can make those connections happen. Doors open from the other side, and that's a nice thing to tell me as well, but not necessarily required. And I can't push it on the flame. I don't know why I'd want to do that in the first place, but just kind of curious about it. Let's head over to the right then. Another button to press. Alright, so we've opened that door, now we can go around the other side. I should look at the map as well. Oh, lovely map too. Very, very cool. There's really nothing about this game that doesn't seem to have a very high production value quality to it. So far, totally favorable impressions. Alright, we've opened that door. Now, do we fight? Is that what we do here? Yes, we do. Oh, they all turn into confetti when they pop. Okay. Do hearts disappear? I don't know. I guess that's just the that animation plays the first time you pick up a heart. Okay, we've got more bombs. Can I push bombs? Oh, I can in fact. Alright, so we're probably going to need to push some bombs over this treasure chest. Bombs and torches love being set on fire. It's what they live for. Okay. Kind of figured it out anyway. So do we have a torch anywhere around here, though? Looks like we have to light that one. And to light it, I wonder if we need another one. Alright, that one's good to go. Is there anything hanging out over here to our left? Nope, but there is one in the next room. So let's see if the enemies all respawn. They do. And the bombs move back as well, so that's kind of an interesting conundrum we've got there. Yeah, that's going to explode before I can make it pushed all the way over. I might have time to deal with the one bomb if I push it before I light it. I don't know how long my stick's going to stay on fire, though. That's the question. Oh, whoops. I assume if I blow up one of these walls that it's going to stay blown up, but I'm not entirely sure. Nope, it's already done. How did I not notice that door was open before? That's kind of silly. Ah, what have I found? A bunch of gold. And it looks like I've also opened up a warp point. That is a whole bunch of gold. Geez, 200? I assume they want me to go back. They took our lunch money. Arrgh. Alright, so now that I've gotten 200 gold, they're sort of telling me, like, alright, let's go spend that. It's you again. Found any more cash? Yes, I have. Alright, let's take the sword that's always on fire. I'm pretty sure that's going to come in handy. I don't have the fire sword itself, but I'll send you to the Toasty Caves where you can get a deal. Well, that's a pretty crappy deal, but sure, why not? I guess it's for the best, honestly. Otherwise, if the entire game was just taking place in the castle, that would be a little lame. Gotta always have these, like, different conventions, right? You go from, you know, the fire place, the ice place, the water place, the forest place. They're always kind of the same thing. Get the fire sword, go west. Ow. There's a little bit of like a slight Adventure Time vibe to this as well, which I'm totally into. Oh. It's a fire sword. I guess it's like your stick is permanently on fire now. You can melt ice and light bombs and torches and stuff. Well, that's sweet. Surprising that I would be able to solve that problem so quickly. I was kind of expecting that we would have to do quite a bit of traversal before we get to the point where we actually earn the thing. Bomb that's not on fire is a sad bomb. I don't want to make any bombs sad. Look at those like decals on the ground and everything from the explosion. Very good attention to detail in this game. Excuse me, what on earth is that? I honestly have no idea what that's supposed to be. It's some sort of a volcano in a minecart. It sort of looked like a steak for a second to me. Is there anything going on under these blocks? Nope. I'm gonna guess, though, I can probably push this onto the tracks and disrupt it. Yeah. Oh, almost got hit by that last rock. Not sure why I wanted to disrupt it. I guess to open that door. Hint, block the enemy's path. That is too obvious of a hint. What's up with this little peephole in the wall here? I guess nothing. There's a little subtle arrow down on the ground there. You might not have even noticed. And you can't walk into the lava accidentally, so you don't have to worry about that. I can break through that. I don't know if this is necessarily going to help me, but maybe the second, yeah, that one might. I can't push blocks two at a time, of course, and that would just kind of squish that heart, but whatevs. I guess we didn't need it anyway. And then we can push our way back out. That should, I think, open... Yeah, okay. I wasn't sure if we were operating in, like, Bomberman world, where the bombs only go in 4 directions, or if it has, like, the usual typical bomb radius thing going on. What do I want to do with these? Can I push them over these? Since they're made of ice? Oh, yeah, I can put out the fires, as long as I am careful. Oh, and it looks like they'll keep sliding in whatever direction you push them in. Kind of a useful thing to know. Oh, what's this? Hint, bombs can be pushed. Alright, well, I figured that out before. And look at this, they even put this subtle hint on the ground, like a snake there. I'm gonna just hope, and I'm pretty sure this is the case, but I'm just sort of hoping that the fact that there's pretty heavy tutorialization doesn't carry through the whole game. And that's just because we're still very early in the game, you know. So, I mean, you would want it at the beginning, but you wouldn't necessarily want it later on. Hopefully the player becomes proficient enough that these sorts of things become readily obvious to them. Alright, there's an arrow pointing to the spikes. What am I going to do with that, though? I can break... I can push one of these and knock this out, but how am I going to get past there? Oh. What if I do... Can I push these over the spikes? That's probably what it is. Yep. And that looks like it opened this path, and then we'll go through here. Good enough. I really do like how this environment, this dungeon, seems to be pretty expansive, and I don't feel like it's necessarily quite as formulaic as often dungeons tend to be in in these types of games. Alright, took a little stupid damage there, but what are you going to do about it? Now we're on the other side. Now, how am I going to deal with this situation, though? And what do I even do about this? Do I push... Oh, might just be to get back through. Did I go through here yet? I don't think so. Ice travels across spikes. Yeah, I figured that out, old man. Why are you so weird? What are you doing? Oh, this is a one-way door, evidently. So I was probably supposed to push this through here. Yeah, okay, I think that's all it is. Alright, I've already screwed up. How do I... Yeah, let's reset it. I think this is a two-part puzzle involving this block and then the other block doing something totally separate. So let's wrap around again. A little silly that it involves going through this twice, but whatever. Excuse me, you don't really need to keep bothering me like that. There you go. Take a little bit more stupid damage, but it keeps giving me that heart anyway. Pretty sure that's just their way of letting us through that problem. Okay, so I'm supposed to probably push this one onto there. And then I need to push the other one. Oh, wait, can I just push it down? Pretty sure that's the only way. Yeah, that was the issue. Uh-oh, this looks like a boss room. Are there gonna be bosses in Ittle do? Oh, this guy looks dastardly, but he also sort of looks like an orange crystal. Ah, mademoiselle, det are dags ada for... I don't know what I'm saying here. Okay. You don't know what that means, do you? Nope. Neither do I. Let's fight. I love this game. This is great. Alright, how do I fight? I'm going to assume that you block things, so that means I got to light these on fire for some reason. And something will happen. Okay, that spawns a bomb. And I'm going to push the bomb near you and hope it explodes when you're next to it. It did not quite work out. Where'd you go? Oh, you're going to drop some enemies on me? That is clearly a stab at Zelda. Those are the dudes that steal your shield. What are they called? Like-likes, I think. Only now it looks like a stack of pancakes, or perhaps flan. And then we've got this weird duck creature, which I'm pretty sure I've seen in something before. Not really that much of a danger to me, thankfully. But this is technically our first boss, so I would expect that that would be the case. Let's hope that we can get a little bit better of a move on this bomb next time. And it keeps dropping hearts. We need those. Alright, how do I get this dude to hang out with us? Oh, man, he moved right in the last moment. It's clear that the pattern is going to be a bit repetitive here, but we'll figure it out. Perhaps just get a little bit lucky. Have him stand in the right place at the right time. Of course, I could also talk to my little flying, you know, fox, wolf, whatever he is. Maybe he's got a tip for me or something. He only seems to stab at me when I walk in one of the 4 directions near him. So I have to, like, really avoid doing that unless it's intentional, like that was. Oh, it's still too far. Well, that is very unfortunate. Do our hearts actually seem to have 4 sections to them? It kind of feels like they do. Which is sort of a nice welcome change. Oh, I just walked into that thing. That's pretty silly. Alright, let's find out how the death system works. Oh, well, I guess the best way you could have asked for. Let's restart exactly in the place we were. I promise you, we will have no trouble taking this dude down. I just need to figure out exactly what I'm doing here. Pretty sure I've got a hang of it now. I just need to get him to line up with me at the right moment, and that should do it. It'll do. It'll do, donkey. Alright, so once you hit him one time, then you get multiple flan, which I can handle, I think. I just need to not walk into them. And they keep dropping heart chunks, so that's good for me. You know, I like that we can have just the 1 heart and not feel like we're about to be on the verge of death at all times. Alright, there go the fires. Yep, you can charge again. I mean, I guess he's probably going to take 3 hits before he dies. Sort of the way these things usually work. As long as I don't move, he definitely... Oh, alright, there we go. Only 2, actually. Breaking convention for the best. I'm tired of things always taking 3 hits. And what do we get in the chest? Hey, it's a piece of paper. Tape that thing to your life bar, and let's find some more of them. Alright, so pieces of paper are how we stack on... Oh, okay, so we've got to make 4 chunks, probably, before we can get another heart. Works for me. And where does that put us on the dungeon? Dear adventurer, or on the island, I should say. For your convenience, there are no missable collectibles in the item dungeons. Wow. Thank you for that. And it looks like we've got a little bit more overworld to explore, and a bunch of new enemies and wackiness to see. I am kind of blown away by how good this game is, and I only wish I had played it sooner. I'm going to probably wrap up the episode at this point, but rest easy knowing that this game has my absolute full highest recommendation. It'll Do is freaking awesome. You guys should definitely go check it out. Is it on Steam right now? Link for purchase will be available in the description. I'm only, if anything, I'm sad to stop because I just want to see where this game goes and what kind of craziness happens later on. I'm really into the humor. I love the art style. It's pretty much got every element that I look for in an excellent game, and I can't really recommend it much more highly than that. So, like I said, go check it out. The purchase link is in the description, as well as links to all my social media. And if you want to check me out in other places, there's a Facebook page, my website, indie-impressions.com, my Twitter, and you can feel free to go browse the website. There are nearly 475 other indie games for your perusal over there, so I pretty much can guarantee you that you'll be able to find something fun pretty much every day for the next year if you haven't already looked over there. And you can sort them all. You can look at just the free ones, just the paid ones, the Steam ones, Desera, so on and so forth. This is the Master Cave Pros Only. I love it. This is so cool, and I love these Zelda references as well. So, for that, I suppose we will wrap things up. I definitely appreciate you guys hanging out with me. As always, too, please do leave any support you could. If you'd like to leave a like if you think I deserve one, that is definitely appreciated. And if you want to leave your opinions on this game, I also encourage that as well. What did you like about it? What didn't you like about it? What would you maybe do differently if you were making this game? Is this something you might go check out yourself? You know, all those things are fair game for the comments, so please do let me know your opinions. But thank you very much, guys. Please do come back again tomorrow for another episode. I do a new one every single day, and I hope you have a lovely night. Talk to you later.